Practice 5 with Professor Juan de Dios Alardín. Hi guys, this is the 5 practice session. The process begins when the start button is pressed, which energizes contactor K1, allowing the first motor to start when K1 is activated. Its auxiliary contact closes the timer T1 circuit, starting a countdown. Once the preset time has elapsed, T1 closes its contact and energizes contactor K2, thus allowing the second motor to start. For shutdown, when the stop button is pressed, a relay is activated, energizing timer T2. This starts a countdown, and when it expires, open its contact, deactivating K2 and shutting down the second motor. Regarding system protection, if the thermal relays detect an overload on motor 1, it automatically de-energizes K1, causing its auxiliary contacts to open and consequently also deactivating K2. This shuts down both motors simultaneously, preventing possible damage to the system. Okay, we start the simulation and verify that the system is a standing start, very started. We make sure the motor is running and the contactors K1 and K2 are de-energized. We also check that timers T1 and T2 are in their initial state and that the thermal relay has not detected any overload. We press the start button and observe how the first motor starts. When we press the start button, the circuit energizes contactor K1, allowing current to flow to motor M1, which begins to rotate at the same time the auxiliary contactor of K1 closes, activating timer T1, which then begins a countdown. At this point, we verify that the first motor is operating correctly and that the timer has begun its timing cycle. We wait for T1 to activate and verify that the second motor turns on after the configured time. Once the presence time has elapsed in T1, its contact closes and energizes contact K2, allowing motor 2 to start. At this point, both motors are running, and we observe that the second motor started sequentially as aspect. We also verify that the indicated lights correctly reflect to the status of each motor. We press the stop button and see how T2 handles the shutdown of the second motor. Pressing the stop button activates and relays that energizes timer T2, starting another countdown. During this time, motor 1 continues to run, but motor 2 will remain active only until T2 completes its timer. Once the time has elapsed, T2 opens its contact, de-energizes K2 and shuts down motor 2, thus ensuring a controlled shutdown of the system. We simulate an overload on motor 1 to verify that both motors shut down automatically.